Hello and welcome back to Jecklin Detailing. Today I'm going to be doing a video about how to detail faster with the Tornador Max Velocity. And here's the Tornador Max, a standard Tornador Max that you get. And here's the Tornador Max with the Velocity attachment. This is a shop vacuum attachment, or a vacuum attachment that you put on your Tornador Max. So in this video, I'm going to show you how to use it. I'm going to give you a demonstration of how well it works on some floor mats here. I've got some floor mats. I'm going to put some sand in the floor mats and we'll see how well the Tornador Max works versus just a normal vacuum attachment. And I'll assemble it for you and show you guys what you need to buy and how it all goes together just to make things simple. I did a little bit of research just to make sure everything worked perfectly before I bought it. And I'll show you exactly what I found out. Okay, so this is a normal Tornador Max here. This is basically the highest end model of Tornador you can get, I'm pretty sure. Okay, so this is your normal Tornador here. This is basically as cheap as it's gonna get, and this is a great tool. It's just for blowing stuff out, and it works great. There's nothing too overly complicated about this unit here. It has it just has plastic on the inside. Now this is the upgraded version of that tool, Tornador Max. It features some metal parts in here, metal doodad, and I wouldn't say it works any better, but maybe it lasts longer. And when you buy this unit here, it doesn't come like this. This bottle here is attached to it, and it shoots liquid if you want. There's an off and on switch here. I took the bottle off because it's a bit clunky, and you can get into tighter spaces without the bottle. And I put a long hose here so that I can have the bottle far away and I can walk around. And I just stick this in here like this, and it works exactly the same way. And one of the main upgrades of the Tornador Max is that it has this swivel unit here, which is pretty useful actually. That's why I got it, just because of this unit here, and also that it shoots chem. And I'll show you this here. This is the exact same unit as this. I took the bottle off for better access into tight areas. And also, I put a little thing here so that I'm not sucking up any dirt, but I'll show you how this works. There. I'm not sure why this is different. Oh, I see. Okay. A little doodad fell off of there. And I know exactly where it is. I just seen it the other day. So this thing here, you basically just unscrew this there, this end piece here, right? It's the same unit. A little spring fell off of there. I wonder if I should fix that. They're the same. And then how this works here is you put that thing there, you slide this into here, and just like that, you put the shop vacuum attachment on, and just like that, it's as simple as that. Tighten her up and she's ready to go. And this one here, it can shoot chem and do some shampooing. I haven't done shampooing with it yet, but I may try that. And this is the vacuum hose here it comes with as well. And then I have this attachment here for my shop vacuum. I got this separately from Home Depot. And it just goes in there like that. And now you're vacuuming. Oh, and you gotta put your hose end on there, which I guess I can show you. and you clip your hose end in there like that. Now Tornador has a little extension piece for this tip in here because they want this tip to be a little bit closer to the outside edge of this part. But I didn't like the way it worked. I didn't give it much of a try. I tried it out and I didn't like it. I like it better like this, without the little tip that they give you, extension piece. And so far I think it works great like this. So this video is mostly about this unit here with the velocity tip, ShopVac attachment. But I will talk about this one just a little bit. So I bought two because I like cleaning plastics with this one. That's pretty much all I use this for, is cleaning plastic in vehicles, and I'm always shooting chem with it. And since I use this so much for cleaning plastic, I didn't want to have to switch these ends out back and forth every single detail because that would slow me down. So I got two. So I just use this one specifically for chem and this one for vacuuming. And I got a little demonstration here. I'm going to put some sand into this carpet here and see how it works. I have some sand here. It's pool sand, which I hope this works well for the demonstration. I want it to be really difficult to clean out, but maybe this sand here, the grains are too coarse for this experiment, but we'll figure it out. I'll pour sand in these two, and I'll use one with just a normal shop vacuum head, and then I'll use the other for the Tornador Velocity. I don't have any pet hair, or else I put some pet hair in here too. I'm just gonna put sand in here. About the same amount. And I'm gonna rub it in. As best I can. I'm not 100% sure if this sand is going to work. I'm going to get some dust too, so that make it a little bit more realistic. All right, here I got some more material here from outside. This is real gross kind of beach sand, and there's some dirt in here too. This pool sand, I think it's too, it looks like it'll vacuum up easy. I can already see just from touching it with my fingers, it's already coming out. So maybe that wasn't a good example. All right, I think I'm ready to give it a try now. This Tornador Max with velocity here, it can't do big rocks and it can't do nails like this. If it gets sucked into there, it could jam it up. You might be able to do rocks like this, but big rocks like this will jam this thing up. This is more for sand and pet hair and finer and smaller debris, not really big rocks. I'm going to use this attachment on this side here for the regular shop vacuum, and I'm going to do this side with the Tornador Max Velocity. And I'll show you what kind of vacuum I'm using after, but I have quite a powerful vacuum as well. I think it's worth mentioning. The better the vacuum you have, the better this attachment's going to work, the better you're going to be able to pull sand and pet hair out of carpets. So I'll just start by cleaning all these big rocks up on the side. Now that was just one pass with this vacuum here. I know it could do a lot better and get a lot better if I use this vacuum like this and really work it for a while. And then I'm just gonna do one pass with the Tornador Max and see how it looks. Get these crumbs out of here. Alright, so that was one pass with each. This didn't really come out the way I was expecting it to come out because I don't really use the Tornador Max like that. I use it a little bit different. I usually go back and forth like this really fast. But all this dirt that was left is, just because of whatever. But if you look closely, all the fine sand that's deep in the carpet has come out where the fine sand is still in this carpet. Now I'm going to do now I'll try and get them as clean as possible with each vacuum and style and see how we get. Alright, so if we take a close look at these two carpets, I can tell that this carpet basically has no sand in it. There's a little bit of sand, but almost none. Where this sand is still full of carpet. Where this carpet is still full of sand. And you could probably get it all out with a normal vacuum with this, but this wasn't the greatest example of if this was an actual carpet that someone had been standing on and stomping on, the sand would be buried in here extremely deep. I just pushed it in with my hand, so it was still kind of surface level, easy to remove. But the Tornador Max did a great job. Tornador Max with Velocity did a great job. So I have a really powerful vacuum, as I was saying. The suction is really intense. It's almost too intense. I was struggling to use this actually with my vacuum. Normally you want to float your vacuum nice and smooth like this, and it helps get rid of sand and pet hair. But my vacuum, it just has too much suction and I can't really do that motion very well. But it helps pull stuff out of the carpets nicely. I did this one a third time because when I did this carpet a third time, the sand was jumping from here to there, and this one didn't really need a third time. I just cleaned it up again so that it would look good for right now. It might be hard to pick up on video, but the normal one is still full of sand when you look closely, and it just doesn't look good or professional. Where the Tornador Max with Velocity attachment looks really good. Alright, now these carpets here, they're not really stained with anything. They were super clean. I'm just going to give you an example of what it's like to shampoo with this here versus these two units. So what I'm going to be doing with this one here is I'm just going to spray shampoo in, no drill brush, and I'm just going to vacuum it out. And these two here, I'm going to be using, I'm going to spray some carpet detergent. I'm going to drill brush it, and then I'm going to vacuum it out. There's still sand in here though. I'm not 100% sure if I want to get rid of the sand or not. Yeah, I'll take the sand out of here with the Tornador Max Velocity, because this is just an example of shampooing. So I will do this one here just to show you what the normal style of extracting looks like. Definitely help out if I turn the vacuum on. All right, the carpet lines look a little bit wonky because I don't usually do carpet lines, but I've been thinking about doing carpet lines more often for sure. Okay, so this side with the Tornador Max Velocity using doing a carpet extraction method. This side, there's still some chem in there and it's pretty dry. It took a lot more work. This side's drier, I think. This side was a lot easier with the real extractor and drill brush method, and it came out drier with that extraction head on there. This side still has sand in it though. I can definitely clearly see there's some sand in there, even though I did hit it once with the Tornador. And there's no sand in here. Maybe tiny little bit of sand, but that's about it. So the end verdict on this product here, will it help you detail faster? Yes, this will absolutely help you detail faster if you use it for the right application. This is for taking out sand and pet hair out of carpet. I didn't really like it for carpet extraction. This is the first time I've ever used this for carpet extraction because I have a dedicated extractor. I didn't like it. Maybe this might be good for spot extracting. I could see that possibly. If you don't have a dedicated extractor, this will work pretty good, I'm sure. A lot better than not having this unit. For carpet extraction, you definitely want to go with a dedicated extractor. It has hot water and all that, and it was just a lot faster and a lot more effortless. Now, in this video, I didn't really get to use this product the way that I actually use it in the real life because I'm doing floor mats on a table here. Usually in real life, I will use this on the floor of a vehicle and the mats aren't sliding all over the place like this. So when I use this product, this tool, I can go very fast like this and it works amazing. How I actually do floor mats like this, I pressure wash them. And then I come back with the extractor if they're carpet and I suck the water out. I don't use a Tornador Max Velocity on carpet floor mats at all. I simply just use a pressure washer. And that is the fastest way to wash floor mats. I was just giving you an example of how the Tornador Max Velocity will work on carpet. And this is the easiest example I could do right now with good lighting. I have my last video, I used this product, but the lighting wasn't very good, so you couldn't really see what I was doing. Sometimes you can see what I was doing in that video, and the results were great. And I'll show you the ShopVac that I use in just a moment. So if you want to learn how to detail faster, you absolutely need this Tornador Max with velocity attachment. It'll increase your vacuuming time by so much. It will decrease your vacuuming time by so much. not only that, but your carpets on average will look tremendously better. And that'll just give you that extra little bit of a professional look in your business. And I'll give you a little demonstration right now. This tool here is the Tornador Max, just the Tornador Max dedicated. I use this specifically on plastics and door jambs. So the dash, the doors, and the door jambs. I spray this really quick and I mop it up. And that is how I detail faster with the Tornador Max on plastics. I'll make a video on that, but I just wanted to show you if anyone was interested, and I'll shoot the chem. When you're using this tool inside a vehicle, you definitely need to roll the windows down and wear a 3M paint respirator, because the aerosol chem that this thing shoots will choke you out bad. That is basically what I do to the plastics inside of a vehicle, and then I will come back and wipe them down like this. And then I will turn the chem off, and I will blow out the cracks to get any liquids in the cracks. All right, this is the powerful vacuum that I was talking about. It's basically just two shop vacuums that I connected to each other, and it works great like that. It's super powerful, and I've got 50 feet of 2-inch hose there, so I can just string out this hose and clean a vehicle that's in front of my garage, and I can walk all the way around the entire vehicle, both sides, vacuum it out super easy. So I'm on this quest to detail faster, and I was looking into commercial vacuums, and I noticed that they're very powerful. And this really nice one that I have my eye on is a dual motor. So I basically just tried to make my own dual motor. Now I know it's not the exact same, and I know it's not nearly as powerful, but this thing is quite powerful like this. So basically, if you look here, that is the intake of the rigid vacuum, and the intake of the rigid vacuum is connected to the exhaust of the Craftsman vacuum, and together they work in sync, and it has a lot more suction that way. It doesn't have more wind speed, but it has a lot more pulling power. And if I were to compare these two vacuums to one another, the rigid is a piece of junk compared to this Craftsman vacuum. And I explained this in another one of my videos, but I got this Craftsman vacuum like 18 years ago. I pulled it out of a pile of junk for free, basically, and I've been neglecting it ever since. So this vacuum has just been outside in my yard for the last 15 years, all summer, all winter, and I've been using it for cleaning out my gutters without even having a wet filter in there. So just bare bones, no filter, no bag, no nothing. Been using this thing to clean out my gutters full of gutter sludge, sand, and I have used this thing over and over countless times, filled it up to the maximum with water until it's shooting water out of the exhaust. So I've put this thing to the test, beat it up really bad, and yeah, it works great. This thing pulls a lot harder than this vacuum, big time. I don't have any way to compare it, but just know that this vacuum is much more powerful than this rigid vacuum. And I bought that rigid vacuum quite a while ago too. I thought it would be more powerful than the Craftsman one because it looks so nice and all that, and it's newer. But we all know new products that they come out with today are just getting junkier and junkier.
garbage. Nothing's built as good as it was way back in the day, and at the same time the new stuff that they come out nowadays is so nice. It's weird. And now that I'm detailing, it just makes sense to use it for detailing. And that's why it's also hard to slide my vacuum heads across carpet, is because I got this dual vac setup and it pulls really hard. Alright, well, that's probably going to be it for this video. I hope you guys enjoyed.